We're gonna do forward bending. So what that means is that we're gonna work a lot on the legs, especially because in Iyengar style, we use the legs to release the spine. So often in forward bending, you might see situations kind of like trying to crank the back down to touch the toes, but that does not feel good. So I am not an Iyengar teacher, but in the Iyengar practice, we really utilize the strength of the legs to release the muscles of the back and be able to forward bend with a little bit more ease. So my teacher says to bend right at the top of the thigh, where the top of the thigh bone, the top of the femur bone meets the bottom of the rim of the pelvis. So it's kind of like this action. So if you need to modify anything that I'm doing, please take care of yourselves, okay? Let's start standing up since I'm standing. So separate the feet a little bit wider than the hips. And make sure they're really super parallel. So it's like the inner edge of the foot is parallel with the outer edge of the foot. And you might have done this with me the other day, but bend and straighten the legs really firmly. So bend and straighten, and when you straighten them, firm the muscles of the knees, so it's like the front and the back of the thigh muscle kind of firm into the bone. And then keep that and reach the arms up. You can even go wider if you need, quite wide if you are feeling tight today. And reach the arms up just as long as you're reaching the legs down. So it's like the heels go down, the fingertips go up. And when I exhale, I'm just going to show you from the side, I bend right at the top of my thigh and I try and touch beyond the toes on the floor. So this inhale is up and the exhale is a touch. And we'll do that a few more times. So inhale up, fortify the legs, exhale, touch. Inhale up, exhale, go. 2 more times. Inhale up, like you're karate chopping way beyond your toes. Last time. Inhale up, make sure the legs are really solid. Exhale, go. Inhale up, and this time just swing your arms around a couple times. So big backstroke of the arms. Whew. You can take a breath out of your mouth if you want. Relax the shoulders. And then you can shake the legs out and come all the way down to the floor. And we're kind of going to do a similar thing on the floor. So first just reach your legs forward. If you really need, you can sit on a pillow. And then bring your knees in, open your legs wide. And do that a couple times. I like to kind of rock forward towards my toes when the legs are outstretched. So they come in, I rock back. They go forward, I rock forward. They come in. Have fun with this. This is just loose. One more time. And go. And then stay here. So the legs are a little bit wide. They're not like all the way open in a split. And then firm the muscles of the legs down as best you can. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, karate chop forward. 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale, go. And 1 more time. Inhale up. Karate chop. Exhale, go. Inhale up. Hands by the side. And bring the legs all the way together. Just do a few like cow and cat type actions. So hands on the back of the legs. Feet on the floor, knees bent. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, belly goes back, round the spine like cat pose. 2 more times. Inhale up. We use this in forward bending as well, that opening of the chest. Exhale, round. And we also use this spine. We'll do that later. Last time. Inhale up. So these 2 activities work together. The opening of the chest, exhale, round, and the roundness of the back. Just come up all the way as you inhale and roll all the way down onto the back as you exhale. And right away, bring the right knee into the chest, extend the left leg forward. Hopefully you can still hear me. And switch legs as you exhale. So just exhale, switch, kind of like a scissor action. And then you'll continue to do this, but with straight legs. So you can kind of touch the side of the top leg. Has anyone ever taken jazzercise before? It's kind of like what this is, I think, of like old school aerobics. And then keep this right leg up and put the left leg all the way down. You can take your fingers and interlace them behind your right leg. Bend and straighten that leg a couple times, but keep this left leg, the bottom leg, really tight and firm. So it's like pressing down into the mat. And then straighten the right leg all the way, as much as you can, and move the right hip away from the right armpit so the side of the waist is long. And then if it's interesting, start to curl the head up towards the knee, bend the elbows, and see if you can bring the thigh forward towards your face without hiking your hip up towards your armpit. Woo! Maybe go up a little bit higher, extend both sides of the knees, and then bend the knee into the chest, bend both knees into the chest, and roll a little bit right to left. Relax the jaw, and we'll do the other side. So left leg up, right leg down on the floor. Hands interlaced behind the left thigh. This right leg, the bottom leg is like your anchor. And the left hip goes away from the left armpit. So the left side of the body is long. Keep lengthening through the heels, and it's like you firm the right thigh down and the left thigh forward away from you. And then if it's interesting to you, start to lift the head up towards the left shin, bend the elbows a little bit to the side, and the leg might come a little bit towards you. It might not, that's okay. This right leg is your anchor. Extend both sides of the knees and maybe curl up a little bit more, and then knee to chest, head down. Bend both knees into the chest. Rock a little right to left. And you can stay here, or I'll turn a little bit so you can see, with the knees to the chest, or you can take a happy baby. And there's options. You can grab the backs of the knees, the shins, or the outer edges of the feet. So you're just right outside of the ribs here. Activate the feet so that the thigh bone, kind of like we started talking about, plugs right into the pelvis. And breathe here for a moment. So the collarbone is open, and so is the spine, and you can kind of rock a little bit right to left. Have you seen a baby do this? It's really sweet. It's a happy baby. Breathe here. And then bring your knees into your chest again, and you can take a few rocks up and down your back. If that feels fun for you. If that does not feel fun, don't do it. And just come up to sit. If you're rocking, take one more. Whoop. And sit up tall. You can cross the shins in front of you, or just sit on a block or a prop as you like. You can sit on your shins if that feels better for you here. And then close the eyes from top to bottom. And envision your breath moving in and out of the nose through the torso entirely. So it goes in all directions, from front to back, side to side, up and down. So nothing is stuck. The breath is just fluid and easy. And bring the hands together at the center of the chest. Press them equally together. Use this light pressing of the thumbs onto the sternum, the bottom of the sternum, to help lift the torso upright a little bit taller in all directions, so everything is equal and spacious. And we're going to revisit that quality as we move today. And then let your head fall into the chest, where the brain and the heart meet each other. And thank yourselves for taking this time for yourself today, just for being here virtually, physically, mentally, spiritually, whatever that means to you today. Place the hands on the lap again. Lift the head up parallel to the floor and let the eyes open softly. Voila. Let's come to hands and knees. Shoulders over wrists. Hips over knees, tabletop. Just a few easy cow and cats. So inhale, open the chest, lengthen the tail behind you. Press down into the floor. Exhale, round the spine, cat pose. 2 more times with the breath. Inhale, open the chest, press evenly into the floor. Exhale, cat pose, big lift of the belly, round the spine, let the head go completely. 1 more time. Inhale, cow pose, open the chest. Exhale, cat pose, round. Come on to hands and knees again. Walk the hands a little bit forward from where they are. Tuck the toes under. Lift the hips up, downward facing dog. We'll start with the feet a little bit wider, just like we started earlier when we were standing. And right away, inhale, plank. Exhale, dog. So you're bending again right at the top of the thigh. 2 more times. Inhale, plank. It's really similar to how we started. Exhale, dog. Strong legs and arms. 1 more time. Inhale, plank. So you're utilizing the arms and legs to lengthen the spine. Exhale, dog. Stay here. Lift all of the toes up. So all of your toes kind of lift and flare upward. The heels easily go down. The muscles around the knees are tight. The muscles around the elbows are long and tight. And the spine lifts up into the hips. Almost like you have something on the top of your hips, on the top, your hip creases, on the top of your thighs, pulling you back. And the spine goes up with it. Take one more breath here, release the brain. And then walk the feet all the way forward to the hands. So your feet are about the width of the hips, about 2 fists between the feet. As you inhale, lift the chest halfway up, extend. Exhale, tighten the legs, drop the head down, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift the arms and torso up. Urdhva Hastasana, go up. Grab onto the right wrist with the left hand. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, center. Grab onto the right wrist. The left hand, go up. Exhale, side bend to the left. Press into the feet so you stay stable. Inhale up. Both hands up. Face each other. Go up. Circle the arms behind you. Exhale, hook the thumbs behind the back and pull them apart so the shoulder blades come up onto the chest. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, drop everything down. Keep the arms and keep the legs really, really solid. Inhale, bend the knees a lot. Look forward like a downhill skier. Butt back, chest forward, shoulders up. Exhale, fingers softly on the floor. Step the left leg long behind you so the right knee is over the ankle. Inhale, open the chest here. Exhale, straighten the right leg. Flex the foot and drop the head 2 more times. Inhale, bend. Open the collarbone. You can use blocks on your fingers if you need. Exhale, straighten, release the head. So again, we're using the legs here. Inhale, bend the front knee. Keep this left thigh really solid. Exhale, extend the side of the right knee and drop the head. Take a breath here. Fortify the muscles of the thighs and kind of shimmy to release the spine as you exhale. Inhale, bend the right knee again. You're going to turn the feet parallel to the left. So exhale, turn parallel. You get this back view now. Inhale, extend the chest halfway. I'll turn a little bit more to the side so you can see. Exhale, as you drop the head, walk the fingers between the heels. You can stay on fingertips, elbows bend. Inhale, extend the chest halfway. Keep the legs really solid. Exhale, bend the elbows, drop the head. So nothing changes in the legs. One more time. Inhale, extend head and chest. Extend the elbows. Just bend the elbows back. Exhale, drop the head. Take one breath here. Lift only the shoulders up. Keep the muscles of the knees solid and release the sides of the waist down. Inhale, extend the chest again, halfway. Exhale, bend both knees. I'll turn again, hands on hips, elbows up to the ceiling. Inhale, come up. Turn the right leg all the way to the right. Hip, knee, ankle. Turn the left toes to face the same way. Inhale, triangle pose. So right fingers on a block or the floor or the shin on the exterior of the right shin. Left arm reaches up. So the sides of the elbows are long and strong. The sides of the knees are long and strong. The right butt comes into the center. And the right chest turns up to the ceiling. Just take one more breath here. As you inhale, bend the right knee, hands on the floor. Left heel turns up. Exhale, plank pose. Either use the knees or come down to the floor in one piece, elbows back. Point the toes. Inhale, lift the head and chest. Low cobra, Bhujangasana. Toenails press down. Exhale, lift the hands up where they are, right where they are. Inhale, extend the fingers back behind you. Keep pressing the toenails down. Lift the chest longer. You're going to go right to down dog. So exhale, hands on the floor. Go. Right to downward facing dog. Again, inhale, plank pose. This time, everyone put the knees down. Exhale, cross the shins behind you and roll back onto the butt. Extend the heels forward. Inhale, lengthen the arms up. You might have to scoot forward. Exhale, karate chop forward. Inhale, arms up. This time, bring the knees up. Exhale, boat pose. Shins parallel to the floor. Make sure you have room behind you. Inhale, go onto the low back. Extend the toes and fingers. Exhale, come up, Navasana. Without the arms, inhale, cross the shins, lift the arms up. Go all the way to the hands, exhale. One cow pose, inhale. Tuck the toes, down dog, exhale. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathe here for a moment. Again, press down into the floor to lift up. You can see the difference. If you want to look here, I'll show you. Dropping down into the floor versus lifting up away from it. Take one more breath. Inhale, lift the heels up high. Bring right knee to right arm, exhale. Really try and touch where the shoulder is. Inhale, lift the right leg up and back. Ekapada, one leg. Exhale, bring the right knee to the nose. Try and touch the nose. One more time, up and back. Inhale. Step the right foot all the way between the hands, exhale, or 2 steps. Inhale, fingertips. Walk the right foot to the left thumb, all the way to the left. Exhale, straighten the right leg here and drop the head. Oh yeah, take one breath in. Press into the big toes. That will help you stay equal. Take one breath out. Fortify the legs as best you can and release the spine. Inhale, step left foot behind right foot. Cross the ankles tightly. Firm the thighs together. Exhale, hands on the hips, elbows point up to the ceiling. Look forward. Inhale, come up. Lift the right knee up in front of you. Interlace the hands underneath the right thigh as you exhale. And then inhale, extend the right heel any amount. Go up with the spine. Try and fortify the left leg more. Exhale, bend the right knee up to the chest and put the feet on the floor. Tadasana, feet hip width apart. Other side. Inhale, arms up. Urdhva Hastasana, go up. Grab onto the right wrist. Exhale, bend to the left. I know I'm probably going the opposite way as you. Inhale up. Technology is crazy. Go up to the left side or grab onto the left wrist and bend to the right side as you exhale. Inhale, center. Go up. Palms face each other. Heels down. Fingers up. Hook the thumbs behind the back as you exhale. Make sure the knees are really solid. Inhale, shoulder blades move up into the chest. Chest goes up to the ceiling. And then exhale, dive all the way down. Make sure the legs stay really strong. Drop the head. Inhale, bend the knees a lot. Pick the torso up parallel to the floor and lift the shoulders up strongly. Bend the knees more, fingers down gently. Exhale, right leg goes long behind you. So the left knee is over the ankle. On the fingertips, inhale, open the chest here. The right leg stays strong. Exhale, straighten the left leg, flex the foot, and extend the sides of the left knee. 2 more times. So inhale, bend, open the chest. And then straighten, exhale. Fortify the legs, release the head. Last time. Inhale, bend, open the chest. And exhale, straighten. Stay here for a breath. So 1 breath in, long, strong limbs. Stay here for the exhale, release the spine. Inhale, bend the left knee. You're going to turn the feet to the right. So exhale, parallel the feet to the right. Inhale, fingertips between the feet, extend the chest long. So keep the sides of the knees long and strong, and exhale, just bend the elbows to release the head and spine. 2 more times, inhale, extend. Exhale, bend the elbows parallel, drop the head. 1 more time. Inhale, extend. Long chest and spine. Exhale, bend the elbows, drop the head. Stay here for a breath. Think of pressing the inner thighs to the outer thighs and lift just the shoulders up. Inhale, extend the head and chest. Exhale, bend both knees. Hands on hips, elbows up to the ceiling. Look forward and inhale, come up. Left leg goes all the way to the left. Exhale, hip, knee, ankle. Right toes face the same way. Inhale, triangle pose. So arms open. Left hand can come on shin or exterior of shin or on block. So the feet are solid. The sides of the knees and elbows are long. The left butt comes into the center and the left chest turns up to the ceiling. Take 1 more breath. Maybe even use the muscles of the legs to lengthen the bottom side of the torso and lean back slightly. Inhale, fingers on the floor. Bend the left knee. Turn the right heel up. Prepare for plank. Exhale, go. Step to plank. You can use the knees if you want. Bend the elbows back and go all the way down to the floor in one piece. Point the toes, lift the head and chest. Low cobra. So coil the shoulders back. Exhale, lift the hands right where they are and press the toenails down. Inhale, extend the arms back. Extend the elbows, the knees. Exhale, go right to down dog. Hands down, tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Right away, inhale, plank pose. Exhale, both knees on the floor. Cross the shins behind you and roll right back onto the butt. Scoot forward if you need more space. Inhale, heels forward, arms up. Legs really long and strong. Exhale, karate chop beyond the feet. Go. Inhale, arms up. Keep going up with the spine. Exhale, just lean back like a lounge chair and lift the shins up parallel. Reach the fingers to the toes. Navasana. Ardha Navasana. Inhale, lower back. Extend the legs and arms. Everyone's favorite moment. Exhale, come up, Navasana, nice and calm. Without using the arms, cross the shins. Inhale, lift the arms up. Roll to hands and knees. Exhale. Inhale, open the chest, cow pose. Tuck the toes, exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Enjoy being equal, calm, steady. Inhale, lift the heels up high. Exhale, left knee to left upper arm. Really try and touch even where the shoulder is. Inhale, left leg up, Ekapada, one leg. Exhale, left knee to nose. Really try and touch the nose. Inhale, left leg up, Ekapada, one leg. Huge step forward, exhale, or you take a few steps. Inhale, fingertips, left foot goes to the right thumb. Exhale, straighten the left leg as much as you can. Oh, legs, and drop the head. Take one breath here. So continue to fortify the muscles of the legs as best you can and see if you can shimmy the spine a little bit longer. Inhale, step the right foot behind the left. Cross the ankles tightly so the legs are solid. Hands on hips, elbows up, exhale. Come all the way up as you inhale. Left knee comes up with you. Exhale, interlace the hands underneath the left thigh. Keep the right leg solid. Inhale, extend the left leg any amount. Any amount. Go up with the spine. Exhale, bend the left knee up to the chest and bring the feet down together all the way to touch. Just take a breath here and find your center in Tadasana. So the heels go down, the spine goes up, is really long, shoulders, arms, back, Tadasana. Take a few sun salutations, Surya Namaskar A. So inhale, arms up, Urdhva Hastasana, go up with the chest. Now keep the legs solid and bend at the top of the thigh. Exhale, go down, Uttanasana, head drops. Inhale, halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, if you jump, go right to bent elbows like I'm doing now, otherwise step to plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Or you can come to the floor. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Please modify to whatever suits your needs. Exhale, go back, down dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana, breathe here. Bring your attention back to your limbs, your arms and legs, and how they can both assist you in lifting the sides of your waist up. It's so liberating to have space in your spine to breathe, and also really empowering to have strong, steady limbs. Literally keeps us grounded. So when you exhale next, look where you're going and step or jump lightly right between your hands. Inhale, lengthen halfway up. You might have to move your head if you have things in the way. Exhale, drop the head down, Uttanasana. Strong legs. Inhale, arms go up. Urdhva Hastasana, lift up. Arms by the side, exhale, Tadasana. Again, inhale, arms up. Urdhva Hastasana, lift. Exhale, go down, Uttanasana. Keep your legs really strong. Tight muscles. Inhale, halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. If you're jumping, you go right to bent elbows. Otherwise, you come back to down dog as you need. Chaturanga Dandasana is your exhale. Inhale is a back bend, cobra or up dog. Use the arms and legs equally. Exhale, go back, downward facing dog. Breathe here. So every breath is an opportunity to reconnect to yourself, to your hands and your feet, to the limbs, the muscles around the elbows and the knees that help keep your limbs stable. So they lengthen and strengthen simultaneously. And then the lift that comes out of the wrist, up through the spine, up to the hips, and the release of the head, lots of different directions. When you exhale, step or jump lightly to the hands. Halfway inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Fortify the front and the back of the thighs, so when you exhale, your spine drops easily to your legs. Inhale, arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Go up, arms by the side, exhale, Tadasana. One more time, this time Sanskrit. Urdhva Hastasana, go up. Just keep breathing on your own. Go down, exhale, Uttanasana. Ardha Uttanasana is a halfway. Any way you like, back to down dog. Exhale maybe Chaturanga Dandasana or plank. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana or Bhujangasana. Adho Mukha Svanasana. If these words mean nothing to you, don't worry about it. It's just like learning a new language. but we keep the integrity of the pose by making an effort to learn its name. Let's take one more breath here. Press down to lift up. Find your sense of equanimity, of stability and space. And when you exhale, step or jump lightly to the hands. Halfway, inhale. Ardha Uttanasana. Uttanasana. Urdhva Hastasana. Tadasana. Take a breath here. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel the stability of the feet. So come right into the center. Notice if you roll to the exterior, the interior, can you press into the center of the heel and drill it down in the center of the ball of the foot. Your body will naturally fluctuate. That's okay. As you do that, fortify the muscles of the thighs. Not in a sense to constrict them completely from being fluid and flowing right to left as they need to find equilibrium, but in a way that keeps them solid and stable. The butt goes in. The whole arm goes back from shoulder to fingertips slightly, so the chest is open, the shoulder blades are nicely in place, the head goes up, the spine is spacious on all sides, front, back, side, side. Tadasana. And then release the feet. Open them a little bit wider. Shake it out. And just roll right to left. Let the arms turn. This is my little kid bored at the grocery store. Not my little kid. The little kid, the child inside of me. My inner child. Right to left. You can relax the jaw. And then again, like we started, roll the shoulders. Maybe take a backstroke if that feels good. You can bend the knees. And then we'll kind of swing really gently like we started, but we'll keep the knees bouncy for this one. So I like to inhale up and exhale swing. Inhale up, exhale swing and go. Inhale up. Exhale swing and go. Again, inhale up. If you want, you can take a as you exhale. Exhale, go. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, go. Okay, come back up and shake it out. Bend the knees, get a little bouncy, shake, shake, shake. And come back to center, bring the feet together. So without letting that movement leave you, find a sense of stability, but continue to breathe calmly in and out of the nose. And to let that kind of like fluidity, that bounciness, that movement continue to flow in your inner body, even though the muscles are firm and the body is solid. Okay, let's go. So modified Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, bend the knees, lift the arms, Utkatasana. Stay here as you exhale. Lengthen the arms and bend the knees. Inhale, hook the thumbs and go halfway down. Might not have space. Exhale here, extend the arms and the torso more. Inhale again, come up Utkatasana. Bend the knees, fierce pose. Drill the heels down. And this time go, forward bend. Exhale, Uttanasana. Long, strong limbs, easy spine. Halfway inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Go, any way you like to down dog. Exhale. You can flow or just step. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Down dog. Exhale, Adha Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, stay here. The right foot is going to step forward. Exhale, huge step towards the right hand. Turn the left heel on the floor so the toes angle forward. Lift the arms up, inhale. Hook the thumbs again to help you lift up. Bend the right thigh as best you can parallel to the floor and extend the left heel back really solidly. Inhale, hook the thumbs behind the back. Press the shoulder blades into the chest. Lift the chest up a little bit. And exhale, dive right inside of the right knee. Lift the shoulders up, drop the head down. Inhale, hands on the floor around the right foot, left heel turns up. Exhale, bon voyage. You can flow or just go right to down dog, your choice. Inhale. Do what's good for you today, please. Down dog, exhale. Inhale here and dog. The left foot will step forward. Exhale, huge step next to the left thumb. Right heel on the floor so the toes face slightly forward. Arms up, inhale. Hook the thumbs, go up. Strong back leg. Bend the front thigh as best you can parallel. Inhale, hook the thumbs behind the back. Shoulder blades press into the chest, go up. Keep all of this and just drop the torso inside the left knee. Exhale. Fingers go up, head goes down. Inhale, hands around the left foot. Right heel turns up. And you go. Exhale, bon voyage. Your choice. Inhale, do what's good for you today. And dog, exhale. One more time or rest. Inhale here. You can always rest in child's pose. Exhale, right foot steps forward, left heel on the floor. Arms up, inhale. Hook the thumbs. Virabhadrasana 1. Right thigh bends. Exhale. Hook the thumbs behind the back. Inhale. Chest goes up. Head goes down. Exhale. Hands on the floor. Inhale. Prepare the back leg. Exhale, your choice. Please do what's good for you today. Inhale. Dog pose. Exhale. Last time. Inhale here. Huge step, left foot. Exhale. Right leg prepares. Arms up, inhale. Hook the thumbs. Virabhadrasana 1. Go up. Left thigh parallel, right thigh really long. Thumbs behind the back. Inhale, chest up. Go down, exhale. Hands on the floor. Inhale. Prepare the back leg. Exhale. Take your time. Choose your own adventure. Inhale. Don't worry if you're not here yet. Down dog. Exhale. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathe here. Enjoy being equal. Consider this a restful moment, even though we're active. Take one more breath. Child's pose, nice and light. Knees on the floor, big toes touch, yay. Arms really long, so keep the arms long like a down dog and let the head drop. So even here in child's pose, you're bending right at the top of the thigh. If you can't sit your butt all the way down, you can use a bunch of pillows underneath you and extend the arms forward. So as the butt goes down, the arms get really long, and then there's extension from the pelvis all the way to the fingertips. Take 2 more breaths here. And just like before, breathe into the chest and the back, like I was saying earlier in cow and cat pose. So we utilize those 2 qualities. Okay, come all the way up to the shins. So stand upright on the shins so that the knees are over the ankles. The butt comes into the center. The knees are over the ankles. That's not what they are. The hips are over the knees. Does that make sense? Hands on the hips, elbows back. Kind of like, I call this Peter Pan Wonder Woman arms. So it's like the pointer finger and the thumb create a rim right where the top of the thigh meets the bottom ridge of the pelvis, and then bring the thumbs kind of into the middle of the butt so the elbows go back. And then you can either keep them here if this is helpful to get the mid-butt in, or raise them up a little bit more towards the hip points, elbows back. So you're either going to stay here or take Gomukhasana. I don't have any props today, but you can use a strap if you need. So the right arm is going to swing around the lower back. I'll show you here. And the left hand is going to kind of take the elbow and help the right hand to go up. It might not go that far. The left arm is going to go up and either just open the palms or clasp the fingers. I'm not clasping all of mine today. I'm going to try. Clasp and curl the fingers around each other. Left elbow goes in and up. Right chest opens wide. I'm still working on this pose myself. So we're going to inhale here. And exhale, slowly bring the butt back towards the heels. And then inhale up. So you're bending right at the top of the thigh as you sit the butt down. Exhale. We'll do that one more time. Inhale up. Keep going up with the back of the body. Exhale, sit the butt down. Okay, inhale up. Gently release the hands. Stay on the shins. Whew. Let the arms rest by the side. Shake it out. If you need extra padding, you can always flip your mat over for your shins. Just try and keep them as equal as possible. Okay, other side. So this is Gomukhasana arms, or cow face pose. So again, the left arm swings around the lower back. The right hand is helpful. Words is helpful to get the left hand a little bit further up there if possible. Right arm goes up and clasps the fingers maybe. You can also use a strap. I didn't say that on the other side, in between. You can also just keep your hands open. You don't have to clasp your fingers. It took me a while to figure out how to do this, and I'm still working on it. It's always a practice, right? So right elbow goes in and up, like your armpit is curling in towards your face. Left chest opens. the back of the body goes up. So inhale here. Exhale, bend right at the top of the thigh to sit the butt down. We'll do that 2 more times. So inhale up, butt goes in, right elbow up, left elbow down. Exhale, bend right at the top of the thigh, sit the butt down. 1 more time. Inhale up, back of the body up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale, arms by the side. Whew. Let's actually all tuck the toes. This is really good for the toes, if this is okay for you. And sit the butt down on the heels here. Oh yeah. Try and kind of hug the heels in towards each other as if you were trying to hold a brick between your heels. Hands just rest on the lap. And the whole arm bone from shoulder to elbow goes back. And keep the breath really easy. You might feel some sensations in your toes. If you don't, congratulations. If you do, it's normal. 1 more breath here. Woo! This is really good for the toes. And gently come on to hands and knees. Turn the fingertips out to the side. And if it's okay, turn them all the way back to face your knees. So the thumbs are out to the side. Just lightly bend the elbows and then press into the floor to extend the arms to straight so you don't push the elbows forward. And shift a little bit back towards the butt and forward, and you might even take a circle here. Just opening up the wrists. We might use that later, depending on which option we take. And just make sure you go both directions in your circle. 1 more time. And then very gently turn the fingers back around. Come on, fingertips, just for a moment. Take a breath here and press into the fingertops. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. So hands on the floor, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathe here. Okay, step or jump the feet all the way forward to the hands. Actually, let's take Malasana, squat pose. So this is a variation of Malasana. The feet are going to be wider and turn the toes open. It's actually just really called a yogic squat. Malasana is the feet classically together. So in this version today, we'll take a wide yogic squat. So the feet are open, the toes turn out slightly, not a lot. Knees are in line with ankles. Hands together. Press arms to legs, legs to arms, and lift the center of the chest up. Roll the shoulders back, and keep lifting the front and the back of the body up. You can pick a smile here. I won't force you. Press everything into each other really well. So arms and legs and arms. Hands together. The feet drill down equally into the floor and the chest goes up. And you can breathe in the chest and in the back equally. Just take 2 more breaths. You can also lift the butt up or put blocks underneath if you can't come this far down. And again, you're bending right at the top of the thigh. So the femur bone is nice and snug in the pelvis. And that way the spine has space to lift. Voila. Okay, straighten the legs, heels face back so the feet are a little bit wider. And just cross the forearms for a moment and let your head rest in your arms and gently pull on the outer edges of the legs and press the inner edges of the legs to the outer legs and take a breath here into the chest and the spine equally. And then switch the cross of the arm. Whoop. Gently pull on the legs. Press the legs out into the hands. And release the head, the chest, the spine. Breathe here. And release the hands on the floor. Bring the feet all the way to touch each other. Inhale halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, feet all the way together if that's okay. Release the head, and maybe the fingers go a little bit back beyond the heels. Maybe, not necessary. Inhale, come all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana, come up. You're going to go right to a standing split. So exhale, fingers down. Lift the left leg up behind you, Urdhva Prasarita Eka Padasana. The exterior of the right hip, the right thigh goes up. The interior of the left thigh rolls up and the head goes down. If you're feeling really fancy, the hands can come on the floor like a plank pose. And you might take gentle hops. Woo! The left leg goes up. The right leg stays parallel to the floor. I didn't do a great job of that here. You can do that 1 more time or just rest as you are. And everyone, right foot between the hands. Left leg back. We're just going to take a brief moment in pigeon. So the right foot will go towards the left thumb. The right knee will open outside of the right wrist. Left knee goes back behind you. Point the toes. So make sure the pelvis is equal. You can always sit on something if you need. And this right shin does not have to be parallel to the front edge of the mat. When you feel like you're steady in your pelvis, you can drop the forearms down. If the forearms don't come down easily, put a block or something under your head. You can also just stack your fists. And just rest here for a moment. If it feels okay, turn your head to the right. Come onto the left arm, the left ear. And you can stay here or wrap the right arm around your back. The last option is even to kind of roll around until you grab your right big toe with your right hand. Not necessary, but an option. Take a breath here. Feels nice to kind of wind your body around and be able to breathe in this shape. If you don't agree with me, that's okay. And then gently unwind your arms. Take your time, and you're going to press back silently, as steadily as possible, and lift the right leg up. So this bottom leg will lift. So tuck the left toes, firm the left leg like plank, and inhale, lift the right leg up and back. Ekapada. Open the hip, bend the knee for a moment. And just take a breath here. Fortify the arms so you stay solid, and fortify the left leg. And then exhale, take a huge step between the hands. Turn the feet parallel to the left. Inhale. And when you exhale, drop the head. Interlace the hands behind the back all the way. And reach the knuckles up to the ceiling. Lift the shoulders away from the floor. Fortify the legs, and the head might come on the floor. My head is only on the floor because my legs are super solid. The front and the back of the thigh are pressing into each other. The interior of the leg is pressing into the exterior of the leg. Take one more breath here. And it's just the direction. If the head doesn't come on the floor, you can put a block underneath, but don't push it. Again, the spine is releasing because the legs are solid. Fingers down, inhale halfway up. This time turn all the way to the right. Fingertips on the floor around the right foot. You can use a block if you need, but into the center, left thigh solid. Inhale, left arm up. Parsva Konasana, side angle pose. So the butt comes into the center. The left thigh presses back like a sandwich. You can stay here, or you can put left hand on hip, elbow back like we did earlier. Or you can wrap it halfway around the back and just continue to kind of lean the whole torso into the arm. Take one more breath here. Use the left leg to lengthen the spine. Fingers on the floor, inhale. Left heel faces up. Exhale, plank. Go all the way to the floor in one piece, point the toes. Just a really long low cobra. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, come back to hands and knees. Cross the shins, sit back on the butt. Make sure you have space in front and back of you, and extend the legs forward. You can always sit on something because we're going to be here for a moment. So sit up on a block if you need, so that the pelvis is equal. You're not rolling back, and you're not pushing your butt out behind you, but the front hip bones are parallel and equal. Lift the arms up, inhale. Go up like someone's pulling your wrists up, like we did earlier when we side bent. Exhale, karate chop forward. Grab onto the exterior of the feet with the fingers, not the toes, but the exterior of the feet. And then press the thighs down energetically. Curl the toes back. Open the chest towards the toes like cow pose. Inhale. Exhale, bend the elbows. You don't have to catch your feet. You can use a strap. You can also use your shins or your ankles and let the head drop. So as you push the heels forward, you pull the elbows to the side and let the head go down. This is where this cow and cat pose action comes in, because we have both qualities in the chest and the back. So breathe naturally into the front and the back of the body. Fortify the legs and really let the head easily drop naturally. Just take one more breath here. See what happens if you can allow your breath to move into the torso, but really fortify the legs. And then again, inhale, look forward, come all the way up, arms up. Exhale, hands behind you, so the fingers face the butt. Bend the knees, so the feet are parallel, knees are parallel. You can kind of scoot the butt a little bit more towards the heels. Press the shoulder blades up into the chest. So I'm not sticking my ribs out, I'm pressing my shoulder blades up into the chest. And when you exhale next, press the butt up so the knees are over the ankles and the butt is in line with the knees as best you can. So center of the butt presses up, shoulder blades press up into the chest. If you're feeling really solid in the shoulder blades, you can let the head drop back. And just take one more breath here. Butt presses up, shoulder blades press up, and then inhale, gently drop the butt down. Cross the right shin in front of the left, just sit up tall for a moment, feel the effects. And then roll over to hands and knees. And step the right foot between the hands and the left leg back to a long lunge. Turn the left heel onto the floor like warrior one. Hands on hips, elbows up, inhale, come up, stand upright. So, option one, I'm just going to turn and show you my arms. Fist pump your hands together. Actually, option one can be hands on hips, elbows back. Option two can be fist pump. Option three can be Namaskarasana, reverse Namaskarasana. So, the hands come together in this case, and the elbows bend out to the side. If your fingers are apart, just do the fist pump, okay? I would rather the hands be all the way together. So, the right leg is forward, the left leg is back. The legs are solid. The left leg angles quite a bit forward so the pelvis can face mostly forward. Fortify the legs, lift the head and chest, inhale. Bend right at the top of the right thigh and exhale, pause halfway down. This is Parsvottanasana, intense stretch of the side waist pose. So we're intensely stretching the sides of the waist because the legs are so solid. If you're feeling like you would like to try going down further, you can let your spine release, but you're not pushing your spine at all. You're letting it go because the legs are so solid. Take one more breath. Use this gentle pressure of the fingers to extend the front and the back of the spine, and maybe the head touches down. Don't force it. Bend the knee a little bit. Gently release the hands on the floor. Walk right leg over to left hand. Woo! And step left foot behind right foot. Take a breath here. Hands on hips, elbows up. Inhale, come up. Right knee up. Feet together. Tadasana. Exhale. Take a breath. We'll go to the other side. Inhale, arms up. Urdhva Hastasana. Look up. Press down. Exhale, dive right to standing split. So right leg lifts, head down. Urdhva Prasarita Ekapadasana. Left outer hip lifts up. Right inner thigh lifts up. Look down. You can stay in standing split or take gentle hops, little handstand presses. So the right leg goes up. The right leg stays really solid and the left leg is just parallel to the floor. You can do that a few times. Maybe you get some hang time. No problem if not. And the right leg eventually goes all the way back. The left knee is going on the outside of the left wrist for a little visit in pigeon. Right knee back. When you're feeling settled, the pelvis is equal. Come down. Put your head on something so the muscles of the shoulders and the neck can release. If this is feeling interesting, you can go onto the right arm, the right ear. If that's feeling interesting, you can wrap the left arm, maybe around the back. Maybe it catches the left big toe. It doesn't have to, but it might. And you breathe here into this shape. Remember, the breath can go in all sides of the torso. And then softly release. And silently, strongly press back to Ekapada. So the left leg lifts up and back. Inhale, left leg up. Ekapada. Open the hip. Exhale, bend the knee. Right leg and arm stay solid. Inhale here. Left foot steps between the hands. Exhale. Feet go to the right. Inhale. Strong feet. Exhale, head down. Interlace the hands behind the back. Reach the shoulders and knuckles up. Just take one more breath here. Keep the legs really solid and release the sides of the waist. Fingers on the floor. Inhale halfway. Turn to the left. Exhale. Prepare the back foot so the toes angle slightly forward. The left knee is bending parallel to the floor. The left thigh, The left butt is into the center. The fingers are on a block or the floor. Right arm goes up, Parsvottanasana, side angle pose. So the sides of the waist are long because of the shape of the legs. Turn the left chest up, lean slightly back. Sandwich, left butt in, right thigh back. Maybe half wrap with the right arm. And just continue to kind of let the back fall into the right form. Breathe here. And then gently, hands on the floor, inhale. Right to plank pose, exhale. Right to the floor, elbows back. Point the toes, long, low cobra, inhale. We're going to come right to downward facing dog. Exhale. All the way back to down dog. Inhale and exhale here. Put the knees down on the floor. Step the left foot between the hands all the way forward. And put the right foot again onto the floor, kind of like a warrior one shape. Hands on hips, elbows up, come up. So Parshvottanasana. Hands either on hips, elbows back. Fist pump. Or Paschimottanasana Namaskarasana, reverse Namaskarasana with the hands. Shoulders back. So it's not the elbows back, it's the shoulders back. Fortify the legs. Chest up and back. Inhale. And you'll see them in quite a long stance. Exhale. Fortify the legs. Maybe just stay halfway down. So really reach through the right heel to extend the center of the chest. The right outer hip goes back, so you're not swinging your left butt out. The left outer hip goes back. Keep lengthening. If your legs feel really solid, you can just let the spine dangle down. If they don't feel that solid, work on that halfway point. Let the head go down, and then softly bend the left knee, fingers on the floor. Right heel up, left foot crawls to the right thumb. Whew, I felt that. Did anyone else? Cross the feet. Breathe here, solid legs, hands on hips, elbows up. Inhale, come up, left knee up with you. Feet down, all the way to touch Tadasana. Last, Urdhva Hastasana, inhale, arms up. If you like big swan dive, breath out the mouth, go down, Uttanasana. Halfway up, inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Just take a little mosey back to down dog. If you're feeling really fancy and energized, you can take a flow, no force. Gently knees on the floor. Cross the shins behind you. Come sit on the butt. One more time in that Parvottanasana, reverse tabletop. So feet are parallel, knees can be bent. Fingers face the butt, hands down. Press the shoulder blades up into the chest. If you're familiar with this pose, you can extend the legs until they're almost straight, presque, almost straight, and the toes point towards the floor. Either option is great. So shoulder blades press up into the chest. And as you exhale, press the butt up. If you're straight legs, the toes are down, the head goes back, only if the shoulder blades feel stable. Keep pressing the center of the butt up. And as you inhale, softly the butt releases. Bend the knees, flatten the feet, and roll all the way onto the back. All the way down. Open the feet wide to the edges of the mat. Let the knees fall into each other and open the arms into a cactus shape. So elbows bend the same line as the shoulders. Let the knees fall to the left and keep the feet wide, like a windshield wiper. And then go to the right. Feels so nice. Go to the left. If you're really happy here, you can stay here. Otherwise, go to the right. And we'll just do that one more time. Go to the left. I encourage you to stay here, in fact, after class if you like. And go to the right. And then come to center and just extend the legs, extend the arms for a brief but important Shavasana. Make sure the shoulder blades are in towards each other. Relax the eyes to close. Let each breath soften the body down and wide. Nothing to do here. Release the muscles around the face and the eyes. Just be. Of course, I encourage you to stay here if you're feeling like you need more time or rest. Otherwise, gently, one knee at a time, bend them to put the feet on the floor and stretch the right arm alongside of the right ear and roll all the way to the right side of the body. Use the strength of the arms to sit yourself up. Keep your eyes closed if you can. And cross the shins and sit up tall. Find a comfortable seat. Place the hands together at the center of the chest. Lift the whole torso, front, back, side, top to bottom. And let the head fall into the chest where the brain and the heart meet each other. And thank yourselves for taking this time for yourself today, for being willing to be curious and explore, and for being here together as a community in spirit. Namaste.